to get the Owls on the board. Policiano gets inside, tries to spike it down. Faley does the same. Making the save, Sarah Faley. 5 times overall this season. Fressel skips it past. Just not nearly enough movement. That's better. That's the best movement we've seen from Southern Connecticut today. Yeti Gray just reading it to make the play. Very analytical player, Fressel. Beautiful play by Molly Mae Hughes. She comes out from behind the cage. Through the middle. One-timer. Sullivan from Rudden. That makes Southern Connecticut, they do work hard defensively, but they try and double team and they're susceptible to falling asleep for a player coming in from the backside. That's what happens here, Molly Mae. Fressel recycles it. Molly Mae Hughes ducks a defender, sends it in the middle. One-time pass to Kayla Conway. Holmes double teamed, flips it high, but to nobody but Emma Sullivan, who's always there. Rudden, what a catch! What a goal! 50 seconds to go on the shot clock as the Owls look to strike first. Just 1 goal in the second quarter. This one sent in and scoring it is Alexandra Rule. They need her to get on the board. That's her first of the day. Pace 22, American International 5. New Haven 16, Assumption 15. That was the thriller yesterday. Fressel gets inside, and we've seen that one before. Players. And with nobody expecting return as Fressel gets inside and scores again. The 6th and the 8th spot in the conference tournament. Molly Mae Hughes, quiet in the goal-scoring column in the third quarter after her 5 in the first half. She's still working through an ankle injury, but everybody else can pick up the slack. You don't need all 7 on fire at once. Lydia Rudden, defensively and offensively. 4:20 to go. Getting inside, high shot, scored by Molly Mae Hughes. She's tied her career high with 7 in a day. From the Northeast 10, but on any given day, anyone can dominate. Sullivan from Molly Mae Hughes, and that gives Molly Mae her career high in single game points. And Stonehill dominates Southern Connecticut, a game that they expected to win, and they took care of business. They win it by a final score of 20-6. Molly Mae Hughes, career high, single game points with her 7 goals and 2 assists. 9-point day for Lydia Rudden as she scores 4 times and assists 5 times.
Yeah, we thought that was a great team win on all sides of the field. I think that the defense played so well. They only let up, I think, 1 goal in the second half, which is amazing. And I think our tactics worked so well together, and we did a really good job.
I think we had high intensity on both ends of the field, which will carry over to Saturday, which is really good.
Yeah, their defense was really strong, so we just had to make sure we were working together and making sure that we had possession and composure throughout the game. And I think that we kept working on that, and I think we're definitely focusing really hard on our next game, Saturday against Adelphi. But I think if we just take how we played in this game and continue it through, work really hard in practice, I think that we'll have a really good game.
Yeah, I think how we played today with the high intensity that we had and the composure that we had will do very good.
Yeah, it's a great feeling to be ranked high in the regional rankings, especially because we play such competitive and hard teams. I just think that we're going to keep on working hard throughout the rest of the season so that we can stay up there.
Yeah, I mean, Southern Connecticut's a good team. I feel like they're 8 or 10 goals away from being 4 spots higher in the ranking. So they're so close to being where they needed to be. And we knew that zone was going to give us a little bit of trouble. But I think we just adjusted and we figured out what was going to work and where the holes were. And we found a way to make it happen. We had way too many turnovers in the first half, so we're going to have to limit that moving forward. But, we were kind of firing on all cylinders. All 7 of our attackers were looking to shoot. Julia did a beautiful job on the draw, and then our defense started making some really, really nice stops in the second half, and that is, they give you the ball back, and that's a good place to be. I think playing Southern Connecticut the same week of playing Adelphi is actually a really, really good thing for us. And we know that there's very much a correlation between those two teams in some ways. And so, we get a week and a half, right? So people have enough film on us. They're well coached, right? Their coach paid attention. He knew what to do. And we had to change the way we were playing. We had to make adjustments. And luckily we were able to do just that. But we got to expect that every game we go into now at this point, people have a plan, I think what we need to do is just make sure that we have 7 attackers on the field, always looking to fill the holes, and I think that's what happened today. No, I think we have a really good goalie, and I think we know exactly what she can save and what she can't, and I think certainly in the second half, they gave the goalie what she could handle, and that's the whole point. That's the goal. That's what we talk about all the time, and there's a lot of defenders in there that are very young. And so I think they're really getting better every week, and we're starting to see that, which is great. Yeah, no, we've had to shift around a lot in the last week and a half, and I think every team does this late in the season. There's bumps, there's bruises, there's kids that need some rest, and we've done that, but kids have kind of answered the call, and so we expect to be strong and full and ready to rock on Saturday. Being 2 in the region is awesome, right? It feels great. It's but who cares? We're just focusing on every day, and I think we're just not letting it all get ahead of us. We're just looking at every practice like we're prepping for a game, and every game is just another step to getting where we need to go. And I think we're just not putting too much pressure on ourselves. We're just enjoying the ride and having fun, and just focusing on what we have to do to be the best version of ourselves. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to Saturday. We're home. We're playing well. I mean, it's just another game.